wonderful ceremony recognizing some tremendous contributions to an often ignored category at CES, and that's the kids technology category. 7 years ago, I approached Gary Shapiro at CES and said, how can you not be talking about kids and the future of technology at the show where so much innovation happens? And he said, you want to do it? Try it. And thanks to all of you and all of your efforts, we've grown to the point where kids technology at CES makes headline news. Last year, Spin Master was recognized in the whole show as one of the most exciting products. And I think that's going to be in store for more and more of you. So I thank you for joining us. I ask you all to take your seats. I'm feeling like a school teacher. I should have Warren do this, because he really is a school teacher. This is the 7th KAPi Award. I'm going to have Warren Buckleitner tell you about how we do the awards and how we go about this actually very lengthy process. So it's not to be taken lightly. And it's probably the only award that combines the expertise of people from all other sorts of awards. We believe that if we can make all ships rise, it's great for everybody. So again, I want to thank our newest partner, and I'm not sure where she is, Tanda, Bungie Sellers, and Digital Kids Media. And I'd love to call Tanda up to come take a seat on the couch. Tanda has a booth downstairs. Tanda runs a big exhibit at Toy Fair. And if you go to her booth, you will see the KAPi winners on display for the rest of the week here at CES. So can we get a hand for Tanda and her contribution? And now I'm going to turn it over to our Master of Ceremonies, Warren Buckleitner, Children's Technology Review, who probably single-handedly has reminded us that kids don't change, technology does, and how to keep those pieces alive and in our minds. So Warren?
Thank you, Robin. Hello, everybody. Is my cummerbund blinding you? I think we're all inspired by David Pogue's way to silence the phone. So, as Robin said, this is about the kids, and that's why we're doing this. It's about leveraging all of our abilities, our different shows, and this year, Toy Fair, Duster Magic, Digital Kids, all the stuff at CES here, to start thinking about how can we leverage the power of technology for kids. So when we were designing this prize, we thought, let's get people who really know this space. And so people like Chris Byrne, who, Time to Play magazine, a whole nother media outlet, Claire Green of Parents' Choice, a whole nother media outlet, and let's all get on the same phone call and argue. And that's what we did. So this is kind of like a meta award. It's an award of awards. The other thing that's important is you don't need to enter to win. So there are actually people who have won in the past who don't even know what this is. They're like, we won an award. But our objective is to make us all smarter and shine a light on quality. So we're going to show you some stuff and see what the judges selected. But so first of all, let's acknowledge the judges. If I could ask all of the judges who are here to please come on up and have a seat on the stage. Renee Rice is coming right now. Mark Schlichting of Noodleworks, founder, creator of Living Books. Barbara Chamberlain, who from the New Mexico State University. David Kleeman, who gave a wonderful presentation today, earlier. Rebecca Levy is seeing Elton John. Okay, that's an okay excuse. Frank Migliarelli of the New York Public Library, really smart guy. Yoi Nakajimi of Techstars. So, all of these different perspectives, the investment perspective and so on. I mentioned Chris Byrne of Time to Play magazine. Dan Nessel, Dan didn't make it this year, right? Yeah, of daddoes.com, very practical web-based reviews. That's the voice that we want in the KAPis. Of course, Robin and I each get 1 vote. And we use them. We try.
We love it.
I mentioned Renee Rice, who gave a marvelous overview, right? You know she knows what she's talking about. And then Scott Traylor, he has just years of depth of knowledge. And so that's a great call to be on. This year we took an extra hour, and our first choice was to select the legends. And boy, did we pick a whopper. And we're saving them for last. So this year also was the first year we had honorable mentions. Robin, you want to talk about the mentions?
Yeah, I will.
Because it was your idea.
Yeah, so just change the slide. And some of the honorable mentions, I don't need this. Some of the honorable mentions are here, but I really want you to take a look. The KAPi website is still up, KAPiAwards.com, and really take a look at Bluebee Pals, Compose Yourself, the music program that was mentioned, Crazy Gears, where you can manipulate rack and pinion steering, Kids Zoom Action Cam, where little kids can feel like mom and dad with the GoPro, Lego Dimensions, I don't have to say anything, Newsella, a news site that actually adjusts to your reading level, so you can read the same news story based on your reading level. Rev, the most fabulous racing car with AI and trackless, and it's just brilliant. Sky Viper, drones. Peter and the Wolf, who are here in the back of the room. Oh, they go to Hollywood. Peter and the Wolf go to Hollywood, which is just charming, whimsical, and wonderful. And SpaceFlix, which is a remarkable creative tool. So thank you to our honorable mentions. Read about them on our website.
I'm actually going to try to show some footage of Peter and the Wolf Go to Hollywood because Alice Cooper is the narrator, and it's something you can only imagine. And they're right there. So, all right. So, are we ready? Oops, you didn't see that. All right. It's now time for the 7th annual KAPis, and man, I can't believe it's 7 years. Jurors, are you ready? All right. So I'm going to now turn it over to our jurors, and each juror, we sort of had an arm wrestling competition to decide who got to do the awards. And so I'm going to ask the jurors to name the winner, and then if there is a representative, they can come up and do the photo. I am arguing for a short acceptance speech, but keep it really short so we don't go too long. All right, the first one, I will show the slide, and would Barbara please come forward? You want to use that?
Good evening. So I see a lot of coding apps. There's a lot of really great coding apps out there, and this one is one of my favorites. I loved it when it came out, and I love the changes that have been made to it that allow for a gaming environment. The best app or product for younger children is the Foos Coding 5 Plus by CodeSpark. It's ideal for future programmers. I would say it's ideal for anybody who needs to learn how to do problem solving. The Foos are animated creatures that present challenges that can be solved by code. The better you do, the greater the challenge, making the Foos an excellent first coding experience. And I think we have someone from CodeSpark here today. Or we don't.
From the Foos?
The Foos, do we have a representative?
Grant?
Then let's give them a round of applause for their hard efforts despite their
He's probably lost.
All right, next up, bam. This was a controversial one.
All right, well, this is the best app or product for older children. It's ViewMaster by Mattel, which won the award. 75 years ago, the ViewMaster toy offered a new way to view the world through stereoscopic vision. This year's ViewMaster leverages the power of your smartphone and Google Cardboard to unlock virtual reality content. Once again, you feel like you're inside the image. And today we have Lorraine here to accept the award from Mattel. I worked over a dozen years of my life at Mattel, so I'm very happy to be able to give this award to you. And awards are?
There you go. We're going to take it back and mail it to you, so you don't have to take it home, because it weighs 1,000 tons. And would you like to? Do you want to say?
Yeah. What's the best thing for the photos?
I think we take a photo.
Yeah, judges, if you wouldn't mind gathering around and let's all be in a group behind.
But let's do Keep up the speed. You're good. Thank you, sir. I will mail this to you. I promise.
No speech, that deserves a reward. Congratulations. All right. And what do we got next, guys? Oh, is this
You have to click the slide.
Barbara again?
Another one of my favorite products from the year for the best maker product is circuit stickers by Chibitronics. We all know how stickers work. And these are stickers that allow you to make a circuit, a serial, a parallel circuit. You can have kids instantly making peel and stick greeting cards that light up, or paper masks, which is what my kids do, or I just talked to my son tonight, and he's using the kit to make up a light up necklace for me. I'm excited to see that when I get home. So the peel and stick electrical elements give you a new way to experiment with batteries and LEDs to make things like I talked about that require no soldering. Do we have someone here from Chibitronics?
We actually have a video, Barbara.
Oh, and let's cue the video.
All right, and here we go.
Hi, my name is Ji Chi, and I'm the inventor of Chibitronic circuit stickers. I made these to share how magical it can be to express yourself by building circuits and blending it with arts and crafts. As a company, we're excited to make science and technology and the arts accessible and fun and empowering for everyone. So on behalf of our company, I'd like to say thank you so much for the KAPi Award this year. It really means a lot to us. However, since we can't be there in person, here's something that shows our appreciation in the special Chibi way. Thanks again for sharing the love. We hope to see you next year. Bye.
Speaking of love, it's time for Moth. Is there anyone from Moth Band here? I don't see anyone. Please, Tana. Oh, hold on. I'm going on over Tana.
It's okay.
Hold on a second. We're gonna read about you first.
Oh, okay. So Moth Band is a wearable for kids that can keep them moving, learning, and playing all at the same time. Within the last year since their launch, they have built partnerships with PBS and now with Bandai Namco, and who knows what's coming next. Aki, please come to the stage. I'm more than honored to give you this award for Best Digital Physical Bridge.
Photo up. Would you quick? Wait, photo up.
Congratulations. Yes.
It's your fan club. Here you go. Thank you. Quick photo up, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I feel like a photo bomber.
One with the blurry.
Congratulations.
Wow. Say what?
Yes.
Okay, I'll mail this to you. Go ahead.
Well, I found the mock band here.
I stuck that on there.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. I've been wearing it the entire day.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. Right
Wow.
now, I have decided between the Apple Watch and the Moth Band. I've gone with the Moth Band.
All right, so
Wow.
Aki,
Oh, okay. Sorry. So I want to say thank you, and I appreciate it. This great award, and this award is for, of course, our partner, PBS Kids and Bandai Namco, and our great team, and our family, and especially for my precious 3-year-old daughter. Thank you so much. So this product should be good for my daughter's generation and my daughter's children's generation. So I really hope so. So anyway, thank you for great award. Thank you.
I'll mail it. It's a long way.
The next presenter is actually a former legend of the KAPi's prize from, I think, 2 years ago or 3 years ago.
Yeah, maybe longer.
Yeah, Mark Schlichting.
So the KAPi Award for the best hardware this year for children is Dot and Dash from Wonder Workshop. And I don't know if any of you have played with this at all. It's great fun. It really is the first robot for your kids. And their mission is to entertain and delight, but also to teach kids to learn to code. They respond to voice, can dance and sing, and come with a host of other together that compromise a complete learning system for kids and young coders. But you know, I'm the experiential person. We pulled them out of the box, and they started talking to us, and we were sold immediately. And then I programmed in messages to my grandson, and then saw him a few days later, and he just flipped. And the kids all played with it for hours. So we just really think they've really gone a long way to personalize it and make it a lot of fun. And coming up is Vikas Gupta, the CEO. And
I am Saurabh.
Come on up, guys.
Let's do a quick.
Get some well-earned spotlight
I'll mail it to
on a
you.
really
It's
awesome
engraved,
product.
Probably the glass. Thanks.
all right.
Your turn, you're up.
Say something.
I'm gonna mail this to your office.
Thank you, all of you, all the jurors. It's a huge honor. You know, we couldn't have done this actually without all the teachers, the parents who've been working with for the last 2 years. They really have been kind of instrumental in bringing this to where it is. So huge thanks to them, and I think our amazing team when you first are here, who've kind of toiled for days and nights to bring this to life. So thank you once again. Love being here.
Next, the winner for most innovative children's product is Edwin the Duck from PhiLab. And all row, but the duck's down here in the front row. And you know, it's a floating bath toy that interacts with your iPad, interacts with your phone. And we really had a lot of fun playing with it. And you know, at first I thought, yeah, this could be cheesy when we look at all these different products. And then I liked it. I thought, well, this is pretty cool. And then our 16-year-old daughter came through, who's been testing with us since she was like 5 years old. And she went, ooh, ow, I like that, ooh. And she just went off for 5 or 10 minutes on how cool the design was and all the other pieces. And we fell in love with it too. And what I've been hearing now is a lot of older folks and young adults will take Edwin into the shower with them because they can stream music to the duck from their iPhones. So that alone is worth the price of admission. So accepting the award are the co-founders, Don Inman and Matt Macbeth. Come on up.
All right. Okay, get up, everybody. Up again. Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's more.
Here you go, man. You learned it. Photo op. Nope. No, that's okay.
Oh, the duck is looking through the window.
The glowing KAPi.
Right. Which one of you?
Nice job. Can I use this one? Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Matt, you're up.
I just want to thank everybody here. Thanks for all the judges, our entire PyLab team here in the front row. And Edwin would like to thank everybody. So
Murphy's Law right now. Hey, I want to thank Robin Raskin, who told me the toy industry wasn't scary and that it would be okay. I've never made a toy in my life. We've always made much other products with no personality. They were headphones and speakers and things that were kind of cold at the end of the day. And you were right. It's like a family. It's been a lot of fun. And thank you. And I want to thank our team. We would be nothing without you guys. There we go. And, by the way, if anybody wants to come by our booth, 74366, we will give all of you a small, tiny Edwin for free. So please come by in the sands. Just wanted to leave you with that. Thank you.
Thank you all. Congratulations. We're getting there. We're getting there. David. Oh, yes.
Here we are in Vegas, where they say never follow animal acts. Oh well, follow the duck. Warren gave me a script, but I'm not going to follow it because this one I'd rather just talk about. You know, they say another thing they say, not in Vegas, more in Los Angeles, is content is king. But content without discovery is a very lonely kingdom. And I think we all know that kids are immersed in content right now. There's so much out there for them. They have trouble finding it. We also know, as I was saying in my talk this morning, that YouTube is kid Google. Kids go to YouTube first to find the content that they're looking for. But if YouTube is intended for 13 and up, if it's intended for older kids, what do you do when you've got a little kid who really wants to watch videos and find what they like? Find their favorites, find what they're interested in, follow their passions. And the answer is YouTube Kids, which has launched, what was it, at KidScreen just earlier this year. So it's not even a year old yet, but has really made a huge impact. 10 million downloads. It's now in many countries around the world. It improves every day. They're still working. They're listening when people give them critiques of it. But it has done just an amazing job of transforming the ability for kids to find what they want in the huge YouTube environment and find what's appropriate for them. So the award for Best Content Distribution System goes to YouTube Kids. Malik Ducard, come on up.
Congratulations.
You got the drill now, Molly. You know what to do now. Don't quack. Don't quack. Please say something.
We were excited that a big company had the guts to do something that's kind of illegal, supposed to be illegal. And that had a lot of weight, so.
Great. Thank you so much. Thank you, Warren, Robin, David. Prepared a couple of comments, so I'll keep it brief. So on behalf of the team at Google and the team at YouTube Kids, I want to thank everyone and the KAPi team for this great honor. We, and it's a really passionate we, it's a group of parents and builders and dreamers, we humbly and enthusiastically accept. And we also know that this award goes to so many others who were involved in building YouTube Kids. We worked with incredible content partners. We worked with experts who have crossed these bridges before, at least similar bridges before. We listened to parents. We listened to teachers. We listened to people who have a stake in and an opinion in the lives and livelihoods of children. And it hasn't been one-way listening. There's been an iteration, a call and response of sorts that really keeps our app responsive and dynamic and constantly improving thanks to you. But most of all, we listen to kids, our inner kids, our actual kids, my kids, your kids, daughters, sons, nieces, nephews, friends. We really tried to listen to them as we built YouTube Kids, and it's really their voice and their curiosity that drives the app. So I want to thank you again on behalf of the team at YouTube Kids, and thank the KAPi Academy, and have a great evening. Thank you.
Like that.
Would someone else from the KAPi Academy like to give an award?
I already know that the team from Go Noodle, I don't think anybody from Go Noodle's here. If they are, stand up. Okay. So Go Noodle is a streaming service for classrooms, and They're known for actually getting kids up and moving in a 5-minute increment. And what teacher doesn't need an extra tool to help them when the kids are going crazy and they need a break, whether it be a brain break or it be a Zumba class
They
in
have a
5
video.
minutes? Go Noodle is great for kids.
They have a video?
They have a
Yeah,
video.
Yep.
they really were sorry. They checked we didn't award people till late last week, and then they checked the flights to Las Vegas, and they couldn't make it. So they're a startup, and they're doing great. So
And Scott and his team are very dedicated to the children of tomorrow.
Hi, from Go Noodle headquarters in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm Scott.
And I'm John, and that's Aaron. And we are the co-founders of Go Noodle.
Thanks to KAPi, we're super excited about winning the KAPi Award for Best Product for Schools.
Go Noodle is all about getting kids moving, and we want to give a special thanks to the 500,000 teachers who are getting kids moving in classrooms around the world.
And a big shout out to the 1 million parents who are playing Go Noodle at home with their kids, and to the 10 million kids all around the world playing Go Noodle each month. Thanks again for the KAPi Award, and have a great time at CES in Las Vegas.
I don't think I've ever seen a cat bomb.
Their kids come in all ages. It is really a delight to be able to just drink champagne and talk about software. That's pretty cool, Robin. Renee, what do you got for us?
We have such a great time as the judges going through all of the products, reviewing everything and debating over them. It's so much fun. This last award, before we give our Pioneer Awards, is for the best creativity product. And this is one that it's stick-bought by Zing. And what's nice is there's a lot of different free app and toy combinations. But this one really does something unusual. This free app works without the toy. So you can actually make it easy to start to do your own stop-action animation productions. So they were very generous in coming up with this product. But of course, you'll want to buy the stick bots because they have suction cup feet and arms, and it comes with a little stand, and kids love making these movies with them. And so we want to honor them and thank them so much for putting this toy together. And it's inexpensive. It's less than $10. So it's a wonderful product that everyone can afford and everyone can get into their creativity. So this is for Stickbot, and I don't know if we have a representative here tonight.
I don't think so.
No. Okay, so thanks for Stickbot for making some great animation for kids.
All right, so now we're to the legends. We have 2 more to give, and stay tuned. The first legend, I'm going to turn to Robin. Did you know this? Last year, we gave an award to a product that this legend made. Do you want to read about it?
Yes, do you have my reading glasses?
Robin, if you
No,
go like this.
Oh, right, I learned that today. I can't say enough wonderful things about Aya Badir. Not only is she a woman who inspired young women everywhere to go out and create, she's the co-founder of the Open Hardware Summit. She's a TED Senior Fellow. She's an alumna at MIT Media Lab, and she looks like she's about 12. And she's smart, she's charming, she's humble, she's an engineer, she's an interactive artist, and she's really one of the leaders of the open source movement. And when you see that people have taken little bits and combined them with Legos and combined them with all other things, Aya deserves so much credit. She couldn't be here, but we do have somebody accepting on her behalf tonight. Will. I'm blanking. Will. Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Right, the Academy here. Here you go. There's your, yeah. You'd think you would have learned that by now. Here's to Aya.
Well, thank you for this, judges, and KAPi for a fantastic award. Aya apologizes that she was unable to make it, but it really is truly humbling, and it's an absolute honor to be recognized for all the efforts that she's been putting in. the recognition is fantastic, but I think what she really loves is the fact that she's starting to get children inventing again, and you know, little bits with the it's building blocks of electronic components that allow people to make inventions large and small, and there's nothing more empowering than seeing the community and schools and students coming to her with new ideas and new inventions that they've made from scratch, and that's what's really incredible about this, so thank you very much.
Congratulations. The Legend of Zelda, Mario, Donkey Kong, they're all household names for one reason: Shigeru Miyamoto. The Legend of Zelda, called the Spielberg of video games for a good reason, and the soul of Nintendo, Mr. Miyamoto has never stopped innovating. And this year, Nintendo launched a very important product called Super Mario Maker that lets the children actually play the role, giving them tools more powerful than the tools that Mr. Miyamoto had when he first made the first Super Mario Brothers. So this was a great honor to give such a person who's touched so many of us and so many children and continues through his passion for excellence. And I'm going to change the slide so you can have a look at him. He couldn't be here, but he did make us a very special message. And so you're the first to see this. This is specifically for us and for the jurors. Mr. Miyamoto.
Hello, from Nintendo in Kyoto. Thank you so much for this award tonight. I hope you will allow me to speak to you in Japanese.
I am very honored to be recognized by KAPi for my work in children's interactive media. I think I grew up in an advantageous environment. What I mean by that is because we didn't have a car or TV in my home, we had to create our own media to have fun. I was always making puppet shows based on movies I watched and comics I read. One idea I had of an ordinary guy chasing around a troublemaking gorilla became my first game. I also explored forests and caves. My home was surrounded by a great natural environment. My heart raced as I explored secret doors and pathways, and finding new places gave me lots of surprises. Experiences like these became inspirations for things found within the Legend of Zelda games. When I had my own family, I took up gardening with my wife and created another game from an idea that came out of that experience. I don't believe there are any kids in the world who don't like puppies, adults either. I made a game out of my experience taking care of and training my dogs. Now I'm talking about my experiences, but I think it's possible that human imagination shines brightest in childhood. When I create games, I've always tried to think of ways for kids who play to think on their own and be as imaginative as possible. Nowadays, we're in a time where people say real experiences are disappearing and being replaced with virtual experiences, but I do feel that virtual experiences are appealing in that they allow for trial and error. I'm looking forward to a new generation of children who will not forget about real-world interactions, but rather balance both virtual and real-world experiences. We can all think of ways to help kids find ways to ignite their imaginations. I know there are many people who are deserving of this award, and I'm honored and humbled to receive it.
So, thank you again. Bye.
Bravo.
I don't really know what to say after that, but that was one of the coolest experiences I've had in many years. Can you let me have control for a little bit. I have one more slide. There's one quote he made that I want us all to end with, because it's what we do. And I think that's a first. I've never heard, he's not seen as a philosopher, but I think that's probably one of the better tweets from the day. So any news folks here, you got a scoop. So judges, Robin, everybody, thank you so much for letting us do this again.
Please join us, drink, celebrate each other, take a look at products, and we'll see you again next year for the 8th KAPi Awards.
Oh, wait a second. Grant's here.
Well,
Get up here, get up here.
Remember how we started this thing about the foods and coding, and then we said, Grant, where are you? Let's do a photo op.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I had misadventures getting here. I won't bore you with them. But
Hold on. We got
I wanted to thank the judges. I'm super proud of this, and my co-founder and I, Joe Shockett, were really excited to get this award. I, in particular, have never been in the kids space before. 2 years ago, when I went to my daughter's Lego robotics class and realized that she was the only girl, and there was no concept of an ABCs of computer science. And I started prototyping and got excited about an app with no words that could teach kids around the world about computer science. And making a great app is like raising a great kid. It takes a village. And this is part of my village. Everyone on this stage has been helpful to us. David and Barbara, thank you for your review. And everyone in the industry has been helpful to us. I see several faces out there that have helped us along our journey. I want to say thank you to you. You know who you are. And my great team that we put together. We've got another Joe, Chris, Wynn, Sandra, and Louisa. They all make this possible. And then, of course, Robin and Warren. Warren's one of the first people I talked to on my journey and really kept me inspired to continue to work on this app and to pull advisors and investors in. It's a long and arduous journey, as those who work in the space know. And his, leadership and clarity of thought and friendliness really convinced me that I could continue on this path. So thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting kids' apps and development of great new technology.
We have one quiz, and there will be a prize. Who knows what a foo is? I learned this from this guy.
Yeah. So, does anyone know?
Oh, we got one.
That's right. It's a random placeholder variable when you're waiting to define the variable later on in your programming. And the reason we like the word, frankly, is that you can have a lot of fun puns with it. There's the Fooniverse and the Foos letter and so forth. So it works out that it's an actual reference to programming, and it's a fun word. So,
So glad you're here.
Let's get a picture.
Yes, we'll send you the award because we have it engraved.